Hi, in this video, we are going to discuss polynomials, specifically on addition and subtraction of polynomials. So at the end of this lesson, you are expected to correctly identify different classifications of polynomials according to degree and number of terms, and also accurately add and subtract polynomials. When we say polynomials, they are algebraic expressions with non-negative integer powers, and there are no variables in the denominator. So when we say non-negative integer powers, we are talking about the exponent of the variable. So for an algebraic expression to be a polynomial, dapat yung exponent ng variable dapat non-negative integer. Meaning, hindi pwede yung negative na whole numbers. Hindi pwede yung negative na integer as exponent ng variable. So, kapag ka ganon, may negative na exponent or negative integer ang exponent ng variable ng isang algebraic expression, meaning to say that expression is not a polynomial. And there are no variables in the denominator. Kasi ano mayayari kapag may variable sa denominator? Ibig sabihin yan, when there is a variable in the denominator, ibig sabihin, negative ang exponent ng variable. Okay? Negative ang exponent ng variable. Kaya, if an algebraic expression has a variable in the denominator, that expression is not considered a polynomial. Examples ng polynomials, we have 15x. Ang exponent ng x dito ay 1. Okay? Pero hindi na nilalagay yung 1. Okay? We have 15x plus 2. 5x squared plus 15x plus 2. We have here ang exponent ng x is 2. Exponent ng x dito ay 1. Alright? So, this is a polynomial. 3x cubed minus 15x squared minus 3. So, exponent ng x dito ay 3. Dito naman 2. So, this is a polynomial. And we have 6x cubed minus 2x over 3. So, exponent ng x ay 3. Exponent ng x dito ay 1. So, okay. And wala namang variable sa denominator. So, it is a polynomial. Next, we have what we call term in a polynomial. So, a term is an element of a polynomial which is either a constant. Pwede siyang constant lang. Ibig sabihin yung number lang na walang kasamang variable. Or pwede siyang a constant multiplied with a variable containing a non-negative integer power. Terms are usually separated by plus and minus sign. So we have here example 3x cubed minus 15x squared minus 3. Okay, we have three terms here. This is considered as one term. Itong 3x cubed. Etong negative 15x squared, and negative 3. So, we have three terms. We have what we call like terms. Like terms or the same terms. Okay? Similar terms. So, these are terms that differ only in their numerical coefficients. When we say numerical coefficients, yun yung number na kasama ng variable. That is, they have the same variable and non-negative exponent. Again, kapag sinabi nating like terms or other term nito is similar terms. So, these are terms that contains the same variable and exponent. Ang pinagkaiba lang nila, yung numerical coefficient, yung kasama nilang number. So, example, letter A, we have 4x squared and negative 2x squared. So, take note, pareho sila ng variable at saka ng exponent. X squared dito, x squared. Pinagkaiba lang nila, dito ay 4, dito negative 2. Pero kahit the same yung, halimbawa, 4x squared and for another 4x squared, they are also called like terms. Okay? Letter B, 6x and 2x. Ito, pareho silang x at saka x. Pareho din sila ng power, 1. 1. Diba? So, pinagkaiba lang nila yung numerical coefficient, which is 6 here, and dito 2. Again, they are called like terms. So, kinds of polynomials according to the number of terms. Okay? Number of terms. First, we have what we call monomial. From the word mono. Ibig sabihin, this has one term only. One term. So, examples yan, 3x. negative x over 2. Ito, this is a polynomial kasi wala namang variable dito sa denominator. Okay? So, negative x over 2, negative 16x squared. So, these are monomial. So, nag-iisang term lang sila. Kapag dalawang terms naman, we call that as binomial. Example, 3x plus 3. So, this is the first term and the second term. So, 3x and 3. Dalawang terms, so it is called a binomial. We have here negative x over 2 plus 3x squared. So, dalawang terms, we have negative x over 2 and we have 3x squared. Dito naman, dalawang terms, negative 16x squared and positive 1. Okay, so binomial. From the word bi, so dalawa. Kung tatlong terms naman, 3 terms, that is called a trinomial. Okay, tatlo, tri, kagaya ng triad, triangle, and so on. So, trinomial. So, a polynomial that has 3 terms. Example niyan, x squared minus 3x plus 3. Again, yung terms natin, they are separated by plus or minus sign. Okay, so x squared, that's the first term. Second term is negative 3x. Third term natin is 3. So, tatlong terms. Ito naman, 2 minus x over 2 plus 3x squared. So, tatlong terms, we have 2, negative x over 2, and positive 3x squared. 5x cubed minus 16x squared plus 1, 3 terms din yan. Okay, so these are called trinomials. We can also classify polynomials based on its degree. Okay, so when we say degree, that refers to the highest sum of exponents of the variables in a term. Okay. Take note highest. Okay, highest, pinakamalaking exponent ng variable. Or kung may dalawang variable, i-add mo yun. So, sum. Okay, i-add mo yung exponents nila. Kung anong highest, yun yung degree ng polynomial. Example, yung 8. This is just a constant, di ba? Or monomial. Isang term lang siya. Wala siyang kasamang variable, but this can also be written as 8. 8, halimbawa, x ang gagamitin nating variable. So, we have 8x to the power of 0. Okay, 8x to the power of 0. So, kasi yung x to the power of 0, meaning yan, that is equal to 1. So, we have x to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So, it's like 8 times 1. Okay. Arrow ito ha. Okay. So, 8. If we add here 8, halimbawa, 8x to the power of 0, that means 8 times 1, right? And that is 8, equal to 8. So, that is why, yung degree ng constant term, or ang degree ng isang constant ay 0. Because it is considered as may kasama siyang variable, pero ang exponent ng variable niya ay 0. Next, 5x. So, eto, ang variable, wala siyang exponent. Diba sabi ko, kapag may variable, walang kasama exponent, automatic yan. Ibig sabihin, may exponent yan dyan, and it's 1. Okay? It's 1. So, the degree is 1. 2x squared plus x minus 2, this is a trinomial. This is a degree of 2. Yung exponent ng x dito ay 2, dito naman 1, dito 0. Okay? Yung highest is of course ang 2. So, the degree of this trinomial is 2. And we call that quadratic polynomial. Okay? Quadratic polynomial. And we have 2x cubed minus 4. It has a degree of 3. The exponent of x here is 3. Ito naman 0. So, ang highest of course is 3. So, the degree is 3. We call that cubic polynomial. By the way, kung isa, ang tawag natin dyan ay, kung ang degree ay 1, ang tawag natin dyan ay linear. Okay. Hindi masyadong klarong pagkasulat. Ulitin ko. Linear. Ito naman kapag 0 ang degree, we call that constant. Yung constant lang. Okay? Walang kasamang variable. So, constant, linear, ito naman quadratic, ito kapag 3, cubic, And we have here, ito example ng dalawang variable, more than one variable, ito x and y. So, kapag ganito, sa isang term, merong dalawa or higit pang variable, i-add natin yung exponents nila. So, ito yung exponent ng x ay 2, exponent ng y ay 1. So, 2 plus 1 is 3. So, the degree of this term is 3. Ito naman 1 at saka 2, 3 pa rin. So, meaning, this is a degree of 3.